this in the chat if you want it. We're going to start face down on our bellies tonight with the hands layered beneath the forehead. Heart chakra. So we're making the transition up the chain to the heart. So as you lie down, face down, I want you to try to feel the beating of your heart on the ground. Because we're face down and our bellies don't really have room to expand, we're just by nature forced to breathe a little more fully into the back body here. So think back of the heart, expanding as you breathe. The back of the ribs. Even the lower back, widening with every single inhale. And then every exhale, this surrendering down into the ground. True relinquishing of effort through the muscles, through the bones. Part of our heart chakra, it's not just about being loved or loving something or someone else, but it's also self-acceptance, our personal peace and harmony. So just by stimulating this space, we can ignite this deeper connection to our internal heart. I'm going to keep the head relaxed down on the hands. And just bend your right knee and take hold of the right foot with the hand. Just for the first hello to the front of our quad. So see if the knee can stay right behind the hip. And we're thinking, without actually moving it, we're thinking of this right femur bone, this thigh bone, getting longer. So imagine your right kneecap pulling to the very back edge of your mat. Your right knee might even lift off the floor a tiny amount to deepen that quad stretch. And then switch it around. Let's take the left hand for the left foot. Creating that length through the thigh bone. That left knee ever so slightly lifting up, but really more than anything, trying to pull it back to the rear of the mat. And release your left foot, and let's layer the hands back atop each other. If you want to hit play on that playlist, now would be a good time to do it. But without using the hands, now we're going to bend the knees. Take the heels together, take the toes apart, and the knees are nice and wide toward the edges of the mat, so like a little frog kind of shape. And then we're focusing just on that lower body lifting up and off of the ground. So pull your feet, the soles of your feet up to the sky, try to lift your thigh bones off the earth, engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings, and then tap the knees right back down. So use your exhale to lift the knees back up, press into the pubic bone, feel the heels squeeze together, and then release it back down. So back side of the body, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. One more time. Exhale to lift, and now hold it up Tiny little pulses straight up to the sky with those heels. Ankles are flexed, toes are alive, heels are squeezing together just for 3, 2, and 1. Relax the legs. Windshield wiper the shins just side to side. Bring a little movement into the hips and low back. Relax your legs. Take the feet hip width distance. Setting up for cobra now. Place the hands right next to your upper rib cage. Elbows to the sky. Inhale, float your chest up. Draw your shoulders down and out of your ears. And then breathe out back to child's pose. Send your hips all the way to your heels. And take a breath in to look forward toward your hands. And on the exhale, sneak all the way back down to the belly so the chest winds up between the thumbs again. Take that same cobra. Inhale, pick up the heart, widen the collars. And then breathe out back to child's pose. We're continuing that flow. So the inhale prepares you, looking forward. And the exhale snakes you down to the ground. Inhale, float the heart. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out down to the belly. Inhale, either arrive back in cobra or upward facing dog. So long arms hovering hips. And then as you breathe out, down dog, tuck your toes. And this time send your hips high to the sky. With the invitation to move things around a little bit here. So if you want to pedal out the legs, shake out the head. Breathe in and look forward toward your hands. Make your way all the way up to the front of your space. Take your feet hip distance. Inhale, come halfway up. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Take that again. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. A little bit of weight toward the toes, shoulders out of the ears. Breathe out, come right back down. One more time. Inhale, halfway. Find your length. Hold it here. Take the hands onto your hips, and with your straight spine, rise all the way up to stand. Flip your palms to face forward out in front of you in Tadasana. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine out. Tuck your fingertips down. Exhale your right foot to the very back of your space. Soften your right knee down. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. And as you lift, hook your thumbs. So it's like you're making a little chain, and then the rest of the fingertips fan out. We're trying to firm the triceps forward, lengthen the inner elbows, and actively tug on the thumbs. So we start to feel a little more heat right around the shoulders. And then from the low belly, see if you can lift up that space a little higher. Lift the ribs, the heart, and then stretch the arms a little further back. So we're really exposing that whole front body out in front of you. On a breath out, release your hands down to the earth. High plank, step backwards. Top of the push-up, hold it here. First plank, we're just gonna build a little bit of heat right here. And locate the back space of the heart. And try to puff it up toward the sky, ever so slightly. Ears are right in front of the shoulders. Keeping the gaze steady past the fingertips. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Hug your elbows in. Exhale, lower down slowly with control. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. So that big wide open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. We'll stack the hips, bend your right knee, open up that right side body. Inhale, straighten the right leg, square through your hip. Exhale, pull your right knee into your nose, shift forward and round your spine. Inhale, pick the right leg back up. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, puff up the back of the heart. One more time, inhale, raise your leg. And exhale, knee to nose, step the right foot forward, lower your back knee to the earth, uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift your arms up, hook the opposite thumb in front. Again, try to hollow out through the armpits. Firm the triceps forward. Lengthen the arms, tug on the thumbs. And then lift up and out of the low belly. Peel your heart to the sky. And as the arms stretch further back, your hips might sink just a little bit lower toward the ground. Big breath. Release the thumbs. Exhale, lower your hands. Big step forward to the very front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And arms to the sky. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, fold back down over your legs. Breathe in halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step your left toes to the back of the mat. Release your knee to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift your arms. Hook your thumbs right away and stretch back in space. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Step back, high plank position. And lower down, your choice, halfway or to the belly. Inhale for your back bend. And exhale to down dog. And breathe in, float your left leg to the sky. We'll stack the hips again, bend your knee, open things up. Sink down through the right heel. Inhale, straighten the left leg, square things off. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, find that pressure in the palms. Inhale, drive your heel back up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot through. Release your back knee down. Hook your thumbs as you inhale and rise up. Stretch it back. Exhale, release your hands down. Big step forward, find the front of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Take your feet together. Bend your knees, sink your hips back to a chair pose. Inhaling to raise your arms. And now we'll bend the elbows and capture opposite elbows overhead. So like you're framing your ears with your biceps. Tug up on the skin of your arms, seeing if you can lengthen those upper arm bones a little bit more. And then pelvis is neutral, belly button strong, pulling in. We'll take a little lean to the right. Try to really emphasize that tug on your left elbow. And come on back to center as you breathe in. And switch it out. Exhale, lean to the left. Tug on that right elbow. Pull the rib cage in. And as you float back to the center, inhale, lift your legs, or lift your arms, straighten your legs. Exhale, dive forward. Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift once again. Touch your fingertips down. Exhale, step your right foot back. This time, high lunge. Inhale, lift your arms up. Bend your right elbow. Hold on to it with your left hand like you're doing an old school tricep stretch. And really wiggle that right hand down between the shoulder blades. Keep pulling up on the skin of that right arm. And then just like we did with our hooked thumb, start to lift your belly, your ribs, your heart, and stretch your head back into the padding of your arms. Letting that heart just really sail open here. Breathing fresh air into that front body. As you straighten the spine, inhale, lift all 10 fingertips back up. Exhale, release your hands down, high plank, step backwards, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, puff the heart. Exhale, hips to the sky. Breathe in and lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, drive it back up. Exhale, step it through. High lunge, inhale, float your arms. Capture the left elbow. Pull up on that skin of the arm with your right fingertips. Keep wiggling the left fingertips down and behind you. And then from the low belly, just start to lift up and out of that space. Lift the ribs out of the waistline. Heel your chest up to the sky. And lean your head back into your arms. Straighten through the spine. Inhale, lift all 10 fingertips back up. Exhale, lower your hands down. Big step forward once again. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold down. Move your feet to touch. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the elbows. Capture opposite forearms. Inhale to stay. Exhale, little lean to the right. Breathe in through the center. Exhale, little lean to the left. And then back through the middle. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your fingers down, step your left foot back. Inhale, float your arms up. Take hold of that left elbow. Exhale, lean back in space. Inhale, straighten the spine, lift your arms. Exhale, chaturanga, make your way back. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose just once. Inhale, drive it back up. Exhale, step forward. High lunge, breathe in, float the arms. Take hold of that right elbow. Exhale, back bend. Expose the heart. Inhale, straighten and reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground, big step forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Feet to touch, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. And now take your arms down just a little lower, right to the height of the shoulders. We'll take the right arm back, rotate to the right. And then bring it forward on the inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, left arm, take it back. Back to center, inhale, float forward. We'll go one more time, exhale to the right. Inhale to center, minimal movement in that low body. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, rise all the way. Straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, stay standing. Take your hands together at your heart. Lean the weight into your right foot. We'll set it for dancer, taking hold of that left arch if we can, big toe side of the foot so that that left shoulder rolls open. Knock the knees together and raise your right arm. Start by pressing your left foot into your left hand. So it's the left leg that drives the pose. The more we can lift that knee up, toes up, then you might find a slight hinge forward out of that right hip. Right arm still high. Gaze is steady. Now, when we let go of the left toes, we're going to make our way back to your high lunge. Take a big step, inhale, take both arms up. On the exhale, reach your right arm back, your left arm forward, rotate to the right. And then bring it back to center. Inhale, both arms fly up by the ears. Exhale, warrior two, spin to the left. Heel to arch through the feet. We're going to add a little movement here instead of holding. So on the inhale, straighten that front right leg, lift both arms up by the ears. Exhale, re-bend your knee and take your hands back to shoulder height. Inhale, rise, straighten and lift. Exhale, re-bend. Create a little resistance with the arms here. So we inhale, rise up. You're moving your arms through water. Exhale, swim them back down. One more time. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, sink. Hold it low. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stretch up and back through that right arm. Challenge your right knee to stay bent and low. Another breath out. Windmill your hands down to the earth. Put your left hand onto the ground. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Spin to the outer edge of your left foot so this left leg stays long. Step the right foot up and over your left leg for wild thing. So you're just on the ball of that right foot. It's a back bend shape, so lift the hips. Lift the heart, reach forward through that right arm. You might even look at it. And then on the exhale, flip it over to high plank position. If you'd like a chaturanga, take it. If you want to skip it, skip it. Collect your breath here in down dog. And inhale, look toward your hands. Exhale, step or hop to meet them. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Take your feet together, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your hands just to the height of your shoulders. Exhale, right arm, take it back. Inhale, face forward, both arms reach. Exhale, left arm back. All the way to stand. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Natarajasana, dancer pose, lean to the left foot, pull the right heel to your bottom. If you can take hold of the big toe side, do it. If not, no big deal. And then we'll lift the left arm up by the ear. Knock the knees together and then press your right foot into your right hand. So you feel the right shoulder roll back. The right side of the chest get exposed. And then again, the more you lift the toes up toward the sky, the more you might feel a subtle hinge forward. Trying to keep that right hip squaring down. Left arm lifted. When we release the right set of toes, it's a light step backwards. Bend your left knee. High lunge. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Rotate left. Through center on the breath in, both arms rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Spin to the right. Woo, straighten out that front leg. Inhale, lift your arms up by your ears. Exhale, find that subtle resistance as you reset, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and reach up. Exhale, sink back down. Maybe you get just a hair lower. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, sink back. Last count. I think we'll do one more. Inhale, rise and reach up. And then exhale, sink back. Hold the legs. Inhale, reverse. Sweep up and back through those arms. Left palm faces down. Sink into that front knee. Take a full breath. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Right hand stays. Lift the left arm. And that right wrist, we want it beneath the shoulder. So that's your support for wild thing. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Step the left foot up and over the hurdle of that leg. So you're on the ball of the left foot. Hips up, heart up. Reach forward through that left arm. Look to the left hand. Fill up your lungs. And on the exhale, flip it over, high plank position. Choose your journey to down dog. When you get there, 3 deep breaths. Let the breath be the most important thing right now. As you inhale, look forward. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop all the way to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, take your fold. Draw your feet together, bend your knees, sink your hips back. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take the hands to the heart this time, lean forward and twist to the right. So left elbow hooks. The hips are low, the hands are firming tightly into each other. You could even look past your right shoulder. So now we're going to take this toward a half moon. So when you look to the ground, lean your weight into your right foot. Put your right hand to the floor, lift your left leg, lift your left arm, and open up to the left. With the option here to bend your left knee, seek out that foot with your left hand. So it's kind of just like dancer, but now we're sideways, different orientation. Then if you have that foot, press it back into the hand, pull your belly and your heart forward. You might even lean the chin back and expose the throat. Inhale, straighten through the arms, straighten through the leg just for a moment. On the exhale, warrior 2, take a big step back. Just one time, straighten that front leg. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, rebend, sink down. Reverse warrior, inhale, stretch up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground, and now shoot your right leg all the way up to the sky behind you. Stack your hips, bend your knees, so a different entry toward wild thing. So you could stay right here, or roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Let the right toes land behind you. Hips up, heart up, reach the right arm forward. Take a breath in. As you exhale and flip back, you might float the right foot to lower down chaturanga. And then breathe into up dog. And exhale to down dog. A full deep breath. Let it all the way out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to meet your hands. Halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold back down. With your feet touching, bend your knees. Inhale, float your arms up, chair pose. Take the hands to the heart, lean forward, twist to the left. Sink your hips down low, lift the head and chest up high. Firm the legs together so that right knee is trying to pull backwards in space. Taking our gaze down to the ground. Lean your weight to the left foot. Lower your left hand, raise your right leg, raise your right arm, half moon. That Chapasana variation means we're bending the right knee, reaching back with the right hand, seeing if we can hold the foot, and then kick the foot backwards. Rather than pointing your knee to the sky or your foot to the sky, your shin is level with the earth. Lean the head back, challenge the balance a little bit more. Inhale, straighten out through your leg. Exhale, take a big step back, warrior 2. Straighten out that left leg. Inhale, lift your arms up by your ears. Exhale, revisit warrior 2, and then reverse it from there. Take a breath in, sweep back. Exhale, hands to the ground. Send your left foot all the way up to the sky behind you. Stack your hips, bend your knee. Stick and stay right here or roll to the outer edge of that right foot. Left ball of the foot lands behind you. Hips up, hard up, take a big breath in. Exhale, flip back. Maybe that left foot floats as you lower down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, from here, I'm going to piece a little bit together. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. High lunge. Inhale, lift your arms. On the exhale, pull the left knee up to the chest. Find balance. Take your heel to your bottom. Take hold of the foot with the left hand. Inhale here. Exhale, drive your left foot back toward dancer, but you might keep going and take that right hand down to the earth and then stack the hips. Turn the left shoulder back in space. Chakrasana, really nice. And then super slowly, we're going to retrace our steps. Narrow that left hip bone to the floor, bend your right knee. Steady eyes as you rise all the way back up. Dancer pose. Yowzers, breath in. Big step back to high lunge. Inhale, find your footing. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, rebend. Breath in, sweep up and back. Exhale, hands to the ground. Here we have an option. Put your left hand down, raise your right arm up. So you could go to Wild Thing from here or from one of the ways we entered it. Or as you roll to the outer edge of the left foot, we're going to swing the right leg back like you're going toward side plank, but bend the knee, take hold of the foot like we've been doing. Press the foot back, press the heart and the belly forward. Find your side plank variation, however you want it to look. Woo! And then release it and come on down. High plank, choose your journey back. Breathe in fully. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it through. High lunge, breathe in, rise up. Exhale, pull the right knee to your chest. Swing your heel to your bottom. Take the grip for dancer. Just take a breath in. Exhale, drive your right foot behind you. Lift the shin bone, and you might hinge out of that left hip crease to lower the left hand. Stack the hips. Roll the right shoulder back. Realign with square hips. Right hip bone points down, bend your left knee. Really steady eyes, really active breath, and press the ground away through that left foot. Rise back to dancer. Big step, high lunge. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Realign back to center, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, rebend. Reverse your shape. Full breath here. Exhale your hands to the earth. Keep the right hand low, lift the left arm high. So this option is spiral to the outer edge of the right foot. Any side plank or Wild Thing variation. You're going for this grip of the left foot. You're seeing if we can take hold behind you. And now the key is to press the belly and the heart forward toward my voice. If you don't do that, you're going to wind up probably in Wild Thing, that left set of toes landing behind. And then we'll flip it on back. Lower down if you want. Breathe in. Breathe out. Couple moments to catch your breath here in down dog. Slow it down. Inhale, look toward your hands. Exhale, step or hop through to a seat. Come all the way down to your back. Bend your knees and place your feet flat to the ground. Arms by the sides. Setting up for bridge on the inhale. Lift your hips up and into the air. So we want the feet right beneath your knees. For a moment, see what it feels like to pull your knees wide. And roll toward the baby edges of the feet. And then do the opposite. Roll toward your big toes, feel your knees cave in. And then find a happy medium right between those two. Walk the shoulders beneath you. You might lace the hands on the ground. And think of putting the back of the legs to work here. So feel your heels pulling toward your shoulders. Engage the hamstrings and glutes. Give yourself another breath. And release the hands and come all the way down to your back. And rest for just a moment. If you know you want to stick with bridge, you could head there again, or even a supported bridge with the block under your back. Or setting up for wheel, or Vinyasa, we'll flip the hands over by the shoulders. And it helps to turn the fingers away from the body slightly and take the hands just a little bit wider than your shoulder width. Tuck the elbows in, inhale, rise either to the crown of the head or up toward lengthened arms. And keep your knees pointing forward, your toes pointing forward, arms elongating. Press back through the heart. Tuck your chin to your chest, land on the back of your head if you're up in the wheel, and recline all the way back down. Resist the urge to hug the knees in and instead just be neutral here for a few breaths. And we're going to take one more back bend tonight, or whenever you're taking this. So if you did wheel just now, I'd encourage you to try it a second time, just because that first time it's like we're working out the kinks, getting acquainted with the pose. And now second time our body's like, oh, okay, here we go. So prep yourself, bridge wheel. Inhale, rise up. Wheels, you're looking toward the ground, toward the hands, opening the throat. Roll your inner thighs down to the ground, pressing your big toes. Another breath. And wheels, tuck your chin to your chest. Land to the back of the head, slow decline. Shake out the wrists. Keep your elbows on the ground and just kind of swing your hands side to side. Circles. Up and down. Relax the arms. Take the soles of your feet together. Let your knees part just for a few breaths here. And draw your knees back together. Take your feet flat to the ground. Take the fingertips right behind your head and lift your shoulders and your head off the floor. You could even wiggle a little side to side to really curl yourself up and feel just the tips of the shoulder blades on the ground. And then lean the weight of your head into your hands so that your hands are actually holding your head. Pick up your feet one at a time into a tabletop shape. Firm your legs together. Commit to pressing your spine into the ground. And then just your right leg, extend it out to a 45-degree angle and re-bend the knee. And then just the left leg, extend it out to that 45 and re-bend. And then we'll just keep switching. Right leg, and now just simultaneously as one leg bends, one leg straightens at the same time. You could keep going like this, hands behind the head, or we'll stretch the arms forward. See if you can curl the chest a little higher. Keep your chin slightly off your chest. So adding a little flexion to the spine after all that extension. As I know Michelle loved all that core work so darn much. Just here for 3. For 2. For 1, keep your head and chest lifted, pull your knees in. See if you can rise all the way up to a boat pose on your bottom. Yes. And then extend your legs out long. You might need to scoot back like me. Straighten out the legs. Lift up through the spine. Okay, so I want you to reach somewhere on your legs that's easily accessible right now. So it could be the shins, could be the ankles, could be the toes, doesn't matter. Rather than lengthening the spine, think of rounding through the spine. Puff up the back of the heart and let your chin angle down toward your chest. And really scoop your belly in so that your abdominals are awake. And then think of it kind of like a cat-cow. So on the inhale, we'll simply lift the chest up, lift the crown of the head, and on the exhale, round the spine once again, chin to chest. Inhale, straighten out through the spine. Relax the shoulders down. Exhale, round. Now this time, as you inhale and straighten the spine, we're going to try to maintain all the length and fold a little further over your legs. So now think of pulling your belly button towards your kneecaps, your heart toward your toes. Press the backs of the legs and the heels down. Breath in, roll yourself all the way back upright. Connect the soles of the feet. Create a big diamond shape through the legs. And same thing, rounding the spine here. Think of bringing the forehead toward the heels. Let your shoulders just slump down toward the ground. Arm bones nice and heavy. Breath starting to slow down. Inhale, roll yourself once again back upright. Take your knees together. Come back down to your back. And we'll set up for a twist here. So if you want to keep the knees together, you can. If you want to take eagle legs, we'll go right thigh over left. Or if you want to go a single leg, we'll go right knee into the chest first. So whatever variation suits you. Bump your hips a little to the right, lower your legs over to the left. Into your twist. Then take the right arm wide. One of the best things we can do to restore balance in the spine is especially after a lot of extension, or if your back just feels kind of funky in the SI joint some days, is twisting. We'll be here for, let's say, another 4 to 5 breaths, and just focus on making them really slow, really thoughtful, really complete. Follow your inhale all the way back onto your backs. Set your legs up for the second side. Hips a little to the left, knees over to the right. That left arm nice and wide. Another 3 or 4 super slow breaths. And return all the way back to center. Unhook your legs. Hooked, happy baby. Reach up for the ankles or outer edges of your feet. Try to press the lower back and the back of the shoulders down toward the earth. So there's this commitment to pulling downward. You want to play with a little rocking side to side, or you want to play with straightening one or both legs out to the sides, feel free to adjust what your shape looks like, what its intention is. Release whatever grip you have. Place your feet flat to the ground, pretty close to you, and then place your hands to the fronts of your thighs. And just use your hands to press your thigh bones away from you. So creating a little more traction through the spine. Imagining that we could actually put more space between each vertebra. Release that pressure. And pick a space where you can comfortably be in to take a few breaths before Shavasana. So that might be keeping the knees bent, caving in. It might be Shavasana style. It might be soles of the feet together. Wherever you choose to go, put one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. I want you to actually imagine your palms Transmitting some energy into your body. Letting the hands serve as this quieting support. Where we can tune in to our own ways to self-soothe, our own ways to support and love ourselves, and what harmony we might experience in our relationships, when we're alone, and out in the world. We are our own number ones. Let's make our way toward Shavasana. Setting up in any way you need for maximum comfort and support. Really let this be a luxurious space to be in. Space that feels like it was meant for you and only you. Before you move anything, just bring your awareness back to your body. See if your awareness can become so subtle you actually feel the beat of your heart again. Maybe you feel it not at the center of the chest, but pulsing and coursing throughout. And let the breath deepen into the lungs one more time. Reawaken in whatever ways feel supportive for you. And take your next few moments to eventually rise up to a seat. And instead of taking the hands together, we'll layer the hands one over the other on top of your heart. The practice can serve as a very big piece. Self-love, self-acceptance, deep harmony, still in balance. Thank your heart, thank yourself for showing up, for carving out the time and space, for being so devoted to your practice. With love, namaste.